Welcome back to the channel, team, and episode 26 of the clean sweep. We missed last week's episode as we were laying to rest Queen Elizabeth II. We're out on a job today. We've got some pressure washing to do on a roof at Loch Meadow Entertainment Complex in Maidstone. They've got some pigeon guano and some general debris that needs cleaning up before some contract works can take place. So let's get downstairs, unload the van, get the jet wash upstairs and start this job. So we're downstairs now. What we're going to do, we're going to use our drainage van, which has a jetter built in the back with water capabilities. We're going to have to pull our lead up the other side of the roof. We have done this job before. We've done it from the other side, but we were just short in terms of length of hose. So we've had to come right round the other side. We've got a water tap just on my left-hand side there. And then the area we've got to do is literally on this corner. So we'll pull with a rope the jetting hose up, and then the guys will take it over the roof, and then it should be there easy for access for where we need to clean. Bit of a pain in the backside from accessibility, but something you have to work around on these jobs. So let's get it pulled up and then we'll get started. Luckily this van comes with about 75 metres of hose. It's quite handy really, you know, the drainage van does have a lot of crossover with the cleaning, surprisingly. They can help each other out occasionally, which is ultra useful. We've closed all the air walkways off, we've had our risk and method statements for all you health and safety nutters out there, it's all been done. James is cracking on with the job behind me. This particular job is quite technical because we are quite high up. We're obviously on the roof of an entertainment complex, probably about 7 floors in terms of stairs to walk up. Access is difficult, parking is difficult. We've got to close off certain parts of the footpath. So there's all them bits and pieces that need to be taken into consideration when carrying out a job like this. Make sure the risk and method statements reflect the work that's going on, making sure someone's downstairs, that people are not walking through barriers, etc. They still will, even if I had 100 barriers down there and 10, 100,000 million people down there trying to stop them, someone would still try and walk through it. So we're nearly there. Make sure all the fire hatches, they're totally clear because that's where the guys are probably going to be working. Make sure all the pigeon drop-ins are away from the floor, and just make sure that the area is nice and tidy, ready for contractors to come back up and do what they got to do. So let's crack on and get this job finished. It's hard to know what one to do. You end up doing it all, the whole roof. If you knew where the contractor was working, it would be easier, but because you want to get a good job and go right over the back, but no one's really going to be going over there. The main reason we were doing this particular job is a fire engineer had come up to conduct some works on the ducting that you can see around me. There's various hatches that the engineers need to get into Unfortunately, this area is not bird netted, and birds had got up here. There was some feces on here that needed to be washed off before anyone could carry out any maintenance work on these particular ducts. So they've all been cleaned down and disinfected now, and that should then enable the contractor to come back and carry out the works that they need to do. But as you can see, a fantastic result. So we'll carry on with that, finish up the job, and then they'll be able to get a contractor back here to carry out the important fire safety work that they do. So let's crack on. So that wraps up our work at Lock Meadow in Maidstone. Adam's going to chuck some before and afters on the screen so you guys can have a look and see the results for yourselves. Now the maintenance team will be able to go up there and safely carry out whatever works they need to do without getting pigeon droppings or any other mess on their hands. I hope you found this video enjoyable and informative, and as always, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for us, and we'll catch you in next week's episode.